It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
Now for the field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February. There's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. But they also have both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On play action, Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when we're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Below
Raiders in there to take him down. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 4-8 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Garoppolo.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Garoppolo now.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
To throw is Garoppolo.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half, Cousins.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
The Raiders got a strong first half of play from their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Cousins. And it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. This one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Able to power through. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out comes Minnesota. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Abdullah to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd down, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36.
Cousins again.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Cousins now.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Cousins.
Addison hauls it in. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
Again, it's Cousins. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raider D, they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. 112 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Raiders, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.